YouTubers out there. This is Dan Drewski for the video for the updates of my new arrival VHS tapes for November 21st, 2020. Yep. And these are the tapes I got from eBay from this week from one of the eBay sellers. His name is Debbie. Yep. She gave me some good deals on those VHS tapes. And they're pretty hard to find. So let's begin with one of the sports VHS tape I have. And that is Monster of the Mat Vol.1. And it's released from USA Sports Video under license of Family Home Entertainment in the big fat box. This is out on VHS since 1985, and this is in great condition. On this program, hosted by Sergeant Slaughter. This ain't the WWF. These are the old wrestling matches. Yep. Ric Flair. Yeah. Dr. Death. Hector. Jimmy Cornette, Midnight Express versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yep. This is not compared to as a WWF home video series when they did from Coliseum Home Video. They came out in the clamshells like that. They want to make the hold on to like the tape or something. Here's what the sticker label looks like. This seems like an ex-rental tape. Yep. And here's what the sticker print date looks like. Printed it on November 15, 1985. Now I got the next tape that we have in store for you, my YouTubers. So I get this damn thing to put back. Yep. The next one we have here is one of the two Peanuts Charlie Brown tapes. Let's start with Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. That was on VHS in the 1985 release by Snoopy Home Video Library and Media Home Entertainment. Yep. Get the lighter on this tape. Exclusively by Media Home Entertainment. Yep. Back in the 1980s, they had like the Snoopy Home Video Library on VHS and Beta by Media Home Entertainment. Here's what the sticker label looks like. I think I have like another copy of Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown somewhere, but we'll try to find it. Look at this. This is the way they open it. Back in 1985, Media Home Entertainment released one of the Peanut specials in those big thick boxes. Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. It's the E2 Beagle Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown's Christmas, and Play It Again, Charlie Brown. Look at this. They have She's a Good Skate, Charlie Brown, with it's a Flash Beagle Charlie Brown. Someday You'll Find Her, Charlie Brown, with Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown, and the Charlie Brown Adventure for 1 hour. Yep. This is on VHS in early 1986 release, when it was first released by Media Home Entertainment. Back in the late 80s, High Tops Video did like release of one of the Peanuts one specials around on every cassette. Yep. This tape is like a little bit cosmetic condition. Just trying to get a better angle here. The next one we got here is the Little Rascals collection, the ones that came out from MTA Home Entertainment back in the 80s. Sorry about that, Artie, ladies and gentlemen. Just I'm fixing this. Hold on a second. Damn this camera. Okay, let's begin with the best of the Little Rascals volume, the best of the Little Rascals on VHS in the 1984 release from MTA Home Entertainment. The ones made by the Howard Road Studios back in the 1930s. The other video I did show you, one of these other Little Rascals tapes. They're from Cabin Fever Entertainment. I didn't buy them for myself. I bought it so I can sell it on eBay. On this tape has Dogs as Dogs from 1931. Yep, the one with Weezer and Dorothy, or the community of odds with their mean old stepmother. When Weezer's dog Petey is accusing of stealing chickens, played by Billy Gilbert in that episode. Now we got Anniversary Gift, 1935. Spanky, absent-minded father mixed up an anniversary gift with the gift money. Also, when you watch this episode, they have like Spanky disguised as a black little girl in there trying to fool the gang. Then we roll on to 3 Men in the Tub, one of their later ones did in 1938. One of those 10-minute Little Rascals ones. The one with Alfalfa challenged Waldo for a boat race so he can get $1 at the end. Then we roll on back to the earlier ones like Helping Grandma, the one with Jackie Cooper, Norman Chelsea Cheney, Farina, and Marion Jackson. That was the one with the gang trying to save their grandmother's grocery store by taken away by some swindler. Then we roll on to Little Popper, 1935. In this one, Spanky and Alfalfa were all set to play football with the gang, but his mother going out, so that's why his mother told Spanky to keep an eye with their baby sister. That's everything is in a mess. And finally, Bearfax, 1938. The one with the owner of the circus and his daughter Dollar move into the neighborhood. Alfalfa tries to get the gang jobs with animal trainers by telling tall tales of a historic control over with wild bears. Dollar and her dad decides to teach them a lesson. Yep. These Little Rascals shorts are just classics, not the ones made by MGM. The Howard Roach ones were kindly better. Every time I watch these Little Rascals shorts, it reminds me of Laurel and Hardy. Now we have here the other MTA tape release, Little Rascals on Parade. That was in 1984 from MTA. Back then, before it was free public home video, it was MTA Home Entertainment. Also for MTA back then had Betty Boop cartoons and colorized. Let's start with 3 each in 1932. The one with the gang was going into the society party, and then they were accusing for taking the wealthy ladies' necklaces, and so it's up to the Little Rascals to find who was trying to steal the society ladies' necklaces. Then we roll on to Arbor Day, which was the last of the Little Rascals 2 reel short. Yep. And then we roll on to Male and Female, 1937. That was almost like a sequel to the 1937 Hearts of Thoughts, with Alfalfa and Spanky and Buckley became He-Man Woman Haters. Then we got Hook and Ladder, 1932. The one with the gang played fireman. At that time, Spanky was only 4 years old. The Lucky Corner in 1936. In this film, the gang helps their grandpa sell some lemonades. And finally, Feed 'em and Weep in 1938. In this one, Dollar's dad finds his peace and quiet occupied as a gang interrupts his birthday dinner. The boys bringing Mr. Hood's animal as a gift. Yep, and create a series of nothing but trouble. And the best part in this film, when Alfalfa Porky and the other gang member sings "Happy Birthday, Mr. Hood." Boy, I like these Little Rascals Hal Roach shorts. This tape was reprinted in 1987 by Republic Home Video. Every time I watch these Little Rascals, I think about Laurel and Hardy. You know, pretty soon I'm going to have myself the original releases of the Laurel and Hardy collection from Nostalgia Merchants. Here's Little Rascals Comedy Classics Volume 1. Did you know, I forgot to tell you, these Little Rascals shorts with the opening original credits, yeah, that was when it was been distributed by Black Hawk Films distributor. And then by Cabin Fever kindly restored them. On this volume has some six good shorts on there. Railroaded, one of their earlier Little Rascals talkies in 1929. The same time that Laurel and Hardy were doing one of their first talkie shorts. Unaccustomed as we are in birthmarks. A lad in a lamp in 1932. The one with the Rascals had the genie lamp, and then started like this chaos around the city. The Beginner's Slug in 1935. In this episode, Spanky enters into the amateur show to win the prize. Then Bear Shooters, that was 1930 short, the one with Jackie Cooper and Farina when they went bear hunting. And then like one of the gang member has to keep an eye on Weasel when he was sick, when he coughs. The Forgotten Babies, 1933. Spanky become a reluctant babysitter for the baby brothers and sisters. And finally, Teacher's Bow in 1935. It's not the 10-minute one, it's a 20-minute one. The one with the gang is stopping the teacher without being around, with going away to become. This is the one with the gang stops their teacher from being with her boyfriend, so about to be married, but their plan got backfired. This is only it's nearly a 2-hour tape. This is a 1984 release from MTA. Here's another tape. It was reprinted in 1986 by Republic Home Video. And finally, here's the Little Rascals Comedy Classics Volume 2 from Republic Home Video in the 1985 release. On this one, it has Pay-As Agent 1936. In this episode, when the gang was putting up a play of Romeo and Juliet, that came out to be a chaos. Three Smart Boys, 1937. In this one, the boys had to fake sick. And then my favorite short on this, right on this cassette, Our Game Four is of 1938. This became a final Little Rascals 2-reeler short that was made in 1937. That was like the sequel to the Broadway Our Game Four is of 1936. In this one, when Alfalfa becomes like an opera singer singing a Barbara of Seville, and then he ends up singing Pennies in the Streets. And did you know the guy who was in this film making Alfalfa sing Pennies in the Streets, that was played by Henry Brandon. The same Henry Brandon played Barnaby in the Laurel and Hardy's March of the Wooden Soldiers. At the end of the episode, Alfalfa decides to sticking with the crooning. And then we roll on to the first roundup in 1934, the one with the boys went camping. And then Shibboleth Shakespeare's in 1929 when they're doing like the Shakespeare play. Also in this film had Edgar Kennedy the cop. He was one of the known member of the Hal Roach Stock Company. That he appeared in some of the Little Rascals, even with Laurel and Hardy and Charlie Chase. And finally, Fishy Trouble in 1937. The one with the Butch is out setting the score with Spanky and Alfalfa, but the lesson that Alfalfa seriously injured his leg. Tried to fool Butch, but their plan got backfired. Did you know Butch in the series was played by Tommy Bond? Yep. And then he became Jimmy. Then he plays the part of Jimmy Olsen in a Superman series back in the late 40s. This tape was reprinted in 1986. Yep. Believe me, I've been like the Little Rascals fan for as long as I can remember. The ones from the Hal Roach Studios ones were just the classics. And he just with Laurel and Hardy. One of my other previous YouTube videos, I showed you the Laurel and Hardy collection. The next one we have is the collections of the Care Bears tapes. Let's start with the Care Bears special, like the Care Bears Lamb and Our Feelings. This is a family home entertainment big fat box release, came out in 1983. On this one, it has some cartoons from public domain. One of the cartoons I know was A Tale of the Two Kittens, like referring to Caddet and Costello. On the other disc copy, I checked this out. It has only Strawberry Shortcake's housewarming surprise. But unfortunately, doesn't have Gummy Volume 1 preview in the Strawberry Shortcake in the Big Apple City. I have the other copy of it. And the other copy of Lamb and Our Feelings I have, 1985 reprint that has the Care Bear stories on there. A Sister for Sam and A Friend for Francis. That was a 1985 reprint. This is supposed to look like a print date on it. Hate this. Yep. The next one we have here, another Care Bears tape for you. Care Bears Battle of the Freeze Machine in 1984, which is I have on VHS. But I'm going to have to update the box as possible. Because I've been a Care Bears fan for so many years, since I was a kid. But I love the Smurfs too. Even the Johan and Pee-wee Smurf episodes. Next one we have is the Care Bears Battle of the Freeze Machine. 1984 VHS from Family Home Entertainment in the big fat box. When I was in school at the age of 6 at kindergarten in Queens, New York, I used to watch Care Bears Battle of the Freeze Machine in the classroom. The copy of it at the time was 1987, but I started to rent this out when I was 9 years old at the video store in Flushing, Queens, New York. On this tape comes with the read-along stories like The Witch Lives Down the Street and Sweet Dreams for Sally. But I have like plenty of the Care Bears hardcover books. In those days, those big fat Family Home Entertainment box packagings were currently distributed by NGM UA Home Video before there was International Video Entertainment. I'll show you what the tape looks like. Here's another one in a clamshell. Care Bears movie. I should have known. They gave me the wrong tape. But don't worry, I have like another copy of this. Speaking about the Care Bears movie, here's the next one I have for you. The Care Bears movie from 1985. That was the first Care Bears movie was ever made from Samuel Goldwyn in 1985. And this is on VHS in the 1985 released by Vestron Video. And it says... Earring recalls a vintage Walt Disney, both described in the style of hand animation by the New York Times. On the end of the tape has a preview of a couple of Rainbow Bright titles. Then it's like My Little Pony Tales and Puff the Magic Dragon. They're voiced by Burgess Meredith in a 1978 cartoon. Here's what this sticker label looks like, and this is the next rental tape, and here's the print date on it. Printed it on, hold on. Hold on a second. Here's his print date. I'm trying to get to see it, but it's too damn dark. Let me fix this. Hold on. It was printed on. I'm in trouble with this KBS movie. Hate this thing. It was printed on. June 27, 1985, by the Vestron Video. Alright. And did you know also that the Care Bears movie was narrated by Mickey Rooney back in 1985? Now, the next Care Bears tape we got here, that is Care Bears and Their Friends. That is a Care Bears Collection Volume 2, looks brand new. On this volume, it has three episodes. That is like the birthday, camp, and a soapbox derby. This is released from Carl Calamar Home Video in one of those Kiddio video series. Let me find the print date on it. How you like that? No print date. Next one we have here, that is the Care Bears Storybook, has some, and it's only like a 100-minute, the Care Bears video with some Care Bears episodes. That was released on VHS in 1985 by the from Carl Lamar Home Video. Show you what the tape looks like. Believe me, I've been a Care Bears fan for so long. It's fun to be a Care Bear. Someone just made a copy of it. And whoever did this is a guilty person. And no print date on it either. 3 more Care Bears tapes and we're all set. after the Care Bears movie was made, they did the Care Bears movie To the New Generation in 1986 and Care Bears and Adventures in Wonderland in 1987. Now we move on to the Care Bears Family series. Care Bears Family Storybook. Theme song by John Sebastian. He did this theme song like the Care Bears countdown theme, yep. This is released on VHS 1986 from KLV-TV, the personal network, from Lamar Home Video Distribution, yep. On this volume it has it has Grumpy, and this probably one of the episodes is on there. I'm looking for the episodes on there. In this one with Grumpy as a teach Alvin the consideration, the great race of the Care Bears versus Mr. Speasley, which just shows that the Create didn't go win. In this one, the first basketball game in the Care Bears history, teamwork of 11, and then Fun, Shine, and Play Full Hard. They are playing too many tricks on the Care Bears family. They're playing too much tricks. This is the first one of the Care Bears Family series. Back in 1987, Lamar Home Video released a 4 Care Bears Family series: Family Storybook, Family Album, Family Roundup, and Family Treasure Chest. 1986, and here comes the print date. It was printed on February 28, 1987. Hold on. Next one we have here, Care Bears Family Album, 1987 release. On this one, it has some 4 new stories on there. It has The Long Lost Care Bear, then it's The Bravest of the Brave, the one that went to the haunted house, then Sleeping Giant, and finally on this tape, All Powerful Mr. Spacely. On the end of this tape has a preview of the Care Bears Family Treasure Chest on there. I know I rented out this tape so many times back when I was in New York. I rented out some of the Care Bears VHS tapes. Boy, that brings me back good memories on VHS. Here comes the ink label. It was printed on December 18, 1987, and it has no Deftone in there at the end of this tape. And finally, of the Care Bears VHS tapes I have, that is Care Bears Family Roundup, has some 3 long episodes on there. On this tape has Carolot's Birthday, The Big Star Roundup, and finally Home Sweet Homeless, the one with the forest of feelings so kindly destroyed by Beasley by bringing in the water fountain. Yep. At the end of this tape also has the Care Bears Family Treasure Chest promo. And now here comes the last one before we close this video. Here's what the sticker label looks like, and here comes the print date. gotta get a better angle. It was printed on July 13, 1988 as a reprint. I guess that wraps it up for my new VHS tapes. We'll see you next time for more of these update videos of these new DVDs and VHS tapes. Until then, stay safe and happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Bye.